Famous, if you are, Liz Taylor, the party planner, millionaire party planner, she's often described as, and as seen on TV. She's now released her biography called Tailor Made. It's out now. It's packed with some amazing stories about her life, the people she's worked for and rubbed shoulders with. She is the ultimate sonner. We got together earlier, and I asked her, first of all, why she's decided that now was the right time to release her autobiography.
Well, I was a little bit worried if I'd written it earlier, it would have only been smutty stuff and it wouldn't have actually been the success of the business. With my mother still being alive, I sort of had to choose my months carefully. Now, on a very serious note, during lockdown, it was something that I always wanted to do. I've been very fortunate in that my journey has taken me down a road of wonderful, exciting opportunities. I had the most amazing time with the most amazing people, including yourself, Mr. Sweeney. And I had 18 months to put pen to paper. I thought now is the time to do it. And it was really cathartic. I got a ghostwriter. We spoke to one another twice a week, 3-4 hours at a time. And I sort of, vomited all my issues onto an iPad and a laptop and wrote the book. And I wanted to do a film. I want Sharon Osbourne to play me in the film. That's what I really want to do. But so it's volume 1 in answer to your question. Volume 2, if I live long enough, will come.
Now, you're renowned because you are a proper planner of events. I mean, you're the real deal. I went to a do of yours once, and you just mentioned in passing that the cabaret was Gary Barlow, and it was surreal because he was him. Gary Neville did the auction. And yet, if you're going to do a book that we're going to open and look for stories, at some point you have to say possibly that somebody wasn't absolutely brilliant or something went wrong. Otherwise, it's beige all the way through. So how did you address that?
You've got to read it, and I would say that to everyone. You've got to read it. I can't share with you how I addressed it, but needless to say, it's a combination of my personal circumstances and my business, and they were very, very intertwined. I have made it my business also to stay in touch, appreciate and remain friends with those that I've crossed paths with on the way. So I suppose that's part of the success of me.
Did you think of, or did you check out with anybody? I don't mean you don't have to name names, but to say, look, I'm doing this. Are you okay about that?
No.
You didn't?
No, well, yes, listen, I didn't. Obviously, I took legal advice. There's nothing in there that would compromise anybody. I asked Eamon Holmes if he would write the foreword, and he was thrilled to bits to be asked to do so, and I was delighted with what he wrote. And there is nothing there that is incriminating. They're just experiences, wonderful experiences, people that have done stuff with me for charity, some private parties that I've created. I was never out to score points. I was out to actually write an entrepreneurial book for people that at the moment might be looking at a blank canvas. We've come out of the most distressing, challenging time. A lot of people have lost jobs, opportunities, university courses haven't been completed. But I started this with nothing, with 200 quid and a mum of 2 and 3. And it's the story of how you can succeed if you've got the balls to do so.
You've had quite a tumultuous private life as well. You've been married the same amount of times as I have. What's that part of your life been like in terms of you've got this fairly busy was the word I was going to use, frantic business life, but you've had your moments as well. How have the two juxtaposed, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a mum, and my 2 children were from my second marriage, which unfortunately only lasted 6 years, and that's all in the book. It was the third marriage that almost destroyed me, but I've come out of it so much better and stronger, and I think that my personal challenges have made me the success I am professionally, and I don't say that, with a big crown on my head, but I had 2 kids to educate, put through uni. They're now, 2 very intelligent, independent young women. That's been my focus. And I have a thing in the office here, Mike. The girls never, ever come to me with a problem. They always come with the solution. So they might come and say, look, we've got a problem here at this event, but these are the 2 options that we've got to resolve it. And that is a very, very positive way of thinking, whatever you do in life. And that's how I operate. You know, my cup's always half full.
That's Liz Taylor's cup's always half full, and she is an amazing person. The Millionaire Party Planner, talking about her book, Tailor Made, but part 2 of that shortly. However, waiting in the wings is the extremely wonderful Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Quiz.